We are live and good to go. Now, 2
Perfect.
seconds. See, now a normal, well-prepared guest, host, would have had his question document prepared nice and early, but your boy kind of forgot. Right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Getting used to saying all three of these now, obviously, as the geographic chart literally shows me that we've got listeners all over the world, which is sick on multiple platforms. I'm joined today by Sean, the 4-4 Ravens player on the pod. How are you, bro?
I'm good, mate. You? How you been?
Yeah, bro, I'm literally trying to wipe the sweat away from my tits as we speak, Chief. It's bad, man. It's bad, bro. It's so hot. Like, it's so hot. It's like, I don't even want to...
I can't imagine, bro.
I've
I
got
can see that fan
on.
behind you as well. That
Bro,
just ain't doing much, is
do you
it?
think that's doing fucking anything? Bro, I could literally hold that under my ball bag now and they would still be stuck to my thighs. Let me tell you, bro, it's unreal. It's unreal. I can't deal with it, man. And like the problem is obviously like when you're in a setup, like I've got 3 monitors, I've got my PC,
Yeah,
like,
get
I've got the fan. Like fuck it, I basically put myself in a sauna and all. It's just dead, man. I'm alright though. Other than that, I'm okay. Like me, I'm good, but just the heat's just.
You'll live in it. That's the situation you're in.
Yeah. So, nice little icebreaker for you. Yeah, the first question that everyone gets. I don't know if you've heard it before. I'm hoping I can rate you well on this, yeah, because this is how I judge my guests through the podcast, and it's how like I kind of judge you as a person and a character. Okay.
Right, go on.
Basically, this question will help me work out whether I ever want to go on a picnic with you. All right.
A picnic.
Yeah. So,
right, go on.
What are your top 5 crisps?
Oh, crisps. Shit. I'm going to lose this one, you know. I ain't gonna have a good one for you.
What do you mean lose it? It's not a win or loss question.
I know. Listen, this is a very odd packet of crisps that I eat. Listen, Walker's pickled onion. Do you know them?
They're bad. Yeah, they're sick.
Bro, thank God, that's all I used to eat, mate. That's the only crisp I used to eat.
They used to be the green bag, yeah. They used to be the green bag.
Yeah, the green bag, mate.
Yeah,
that's only. I don't eat much crisps, but that if I was to choose a packet of crisps, that would be it. So I can't give you a top 5 because I'm not a big fan of them in it. But that's all I used to eat, bro.
Oh wait! You only have one.
Well, I don't eat much crisps. I don't know. I've been straight up here. Like, I'll eat some chocolate. I'll eat like different bits of chocolate, but with crisps, bro, just pickled onion. Or I'm not a big fan.
So you won't eat like a bag of like a tube of Pringles or like a bag of sensations?
I mean, I could like. It's not something. If I see them, I'll be like maybe one in like a month. I'll be like, fuck it, I could do with some Pringles. But like, if I'm choosing a packet of crisps back home to eat all the time, it's pickled onion, bro. I'm not even joking. Every time, it's bad. It's bad. There's no variety. That's what I'm saying. I was going to lose this one. I'm going to lose a lot of people's. You know how I mean, opinion on me here. I'll take it on the chin, man. I won't lie, and I'll take it on the chin.
Bro, Dylan's in the chat. Yeah. Dylan's in the chat. Yeah, Madcat. I was just about to say, yeah. Madcat has been holding the worst title for crisps.
Wait, what's his?
Literally, what is his? Just Walker's Ready Salted.
That's it, my literally. God.
But no. But listen, you've just topped it.
That's going on,
bro. That's going on the wall behind me. I'm gonna have a neon light. I'm gonna have a neon light there that says Seany and then quote marks pickled onion. That's what it's gonna be. That's what it's gonna be. I'm not gassing it. Dylan knows it as well. He knows it as well. Walker's Ready Salted. That's his favourite crisp. But okay. Whew.
Dylan's boss, bro. No, no way. Ready Salted, man. No way.
Imagine a picnic with you.
It'd be pretty plain, mate, with the munchies. I'm gonna lie. No, saying don't gas it. I ain't gassing, bro. You take that in the chin, bro. Ready Salted.
Slander, right? So where did your love for gaming originate, bro? I mean, obviously, I know you spent your younger years munching pickled onion and playing games, but other than that, what?
Like competitive or just like?
Nah, just like, I mean, like in general. So like, when you were a lot younger, like, where did your love for gaming stem from? I mean, what was the first kind of game you picked up and thought, wow, this is fucking cool?
Well, I was playing. If you ask my mom, bro, I was playing games like hardcore, like banging them out when I was really young. I can't even remember. Like one of the main games, like I remember was like see that Star Wars game, the Battlefront.
Yeah.
Or see when I banged that out, like the multiplayer, and that's what got me. That eventually led me into COD. Like I used to bang that out, like just even it was just single player, like a multiplayer thing. That doesn't make sense, but you know what I mean. The fucking Star Wars, whether it was droids versus whatever the clones, whatever it was. I literally banged that out, played it so much, and then eventually just led me going into COD. It was actually my first year of secondary school that I started playing COD. One of my mates from back in the day who actually got me into it all. But yeah, I'd say honestly, but the one that I remember the most is FIFA and that Star Wars. Like that was like
FIFA? Which FIFA are we talking? Do you know what I remember? I remember FIFA 02, and I remember FIFA World Cup, the Germany World Cup game. I think it was 2006. I might be wrong. I swear it was the 2006 Germany World Cup one. That one was fucking incredible.
I think that was a bit before me, innit? Because I'm 21 right now.
Yeah.
So let's take it back. I don't know what game it would have been, but it was definitely one of the earlier ones. I don't remember the one you're on about though, to be honest. But
yours, I think yours would have been Nah, what would it have been? Say, hold on. Galactic Conquest, he said. Tactical Rob did. Galactic Conquest. I don't remember none of them. I don't remember none of them like that.
I don't remember the names. I just remember playing the bang out. I swear it was like. I mean, anyway, it was one of those games, and then eventually I got good at FIFA because you're like young. Like, I mean, you like to play it. And then I just got really good at it. Like, me and my cousin used to compete all the time. I used to smoke him every time. Then I ended up just like playing FIFA online. Like, seeing you played some the random matchmaking when I was younger. I was just banging that out, and then it just went on from there. Then FIFA to COD, and then COD to here.
You still playing FIFA now?
Nah, bro, it's too much rage. I can't deal with it.
Can I get a FIFA channel or what? Like, I'm down.
I mean, I could probably take you. I'm not gonna lie. I'm alright, innit? Wait, how much do you play?
I re-downloaded it last night for the first time in 3 months.
Well, I mean, I only play club.
I had like such an awful addiction to like opening packs for like art, bro. Like, and the worst thing is, like, my financial state didn't match my addiction. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, I was really enjoying opening packs, but I definitely couldn't afford to be opening packs the way I was. Like, for the last, like, in 2014, like, I met in 2014, I was still living with my missus at her dad's house, yeah? But I was making, like, $2,000 a month off my salary, and I was paying nothing. I was paying him, like, £40 a month for electric. So, like, other than that, my money was just like, wow. So I was banging like $1,000 a month on packs on FIFA, bro. It was so unhealthy.
Everyone's been there, mate. Everyone.
It was so unhealthy. Like, I was spending money, and then this year, like, FIFA 20 come out, and FIFA 20 come out what, like, end of October, start of November, or start of October, and by the first week of December, I'd spent $1,000. So I was like, no, uninstall, get out of my fucking house. Like, I can't touch it.
They cash out, mate. They cash. Ever since they released that game, bro, everyone who's not played a game in years goes back and buys packs.
Yeah, bro.
I don't care who you are, everyone does it.
Yeah, and look, the worst thing is, like, I know, like, mentally, I'll tell myself, you know what, I'll never buy this game again. And I know for a fact that it'll swing round, and I'll be like, I'll buy it. I'll put 80 quid on, fuck it. I'll put £80 on. I'll buy 12,000 view points. I'll see what happens. And then I'm like, oh, you know what? What's another £80 really? What's another, you know? And it'll happen. And then before I know it, I'll be like, yeah, I'm out. I'm out. But I re-downloaded it last night and banned clubs. I've still got my clubs for me. You know what I mean? Hat-trick after hat-trick because I'm nasty. But yeah, I can't be. I don't think I can bring myself back to playing Ultimate Team, bro. I've got to avoid it, man. It's not healthy for my mental state or my bank. So, yeah.
Get it out when winning it.
Yeah, man. I mean, what did you want to do growing up, bro? Like, did you have a dream job? Like, an idea of what you wanted to do?
So, I mean, growing up, obviously everyone's is a football player at the start, and everyone's trying to be a football player or rugby or something at the start.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously that was like the main one, like, 'cause I played football quite seriously for a bit, and then when I realised I might not be that good at it compared to the other people who kept moving up, I was like, just take a step back, and then that's when I kind of decided I wanted to work with games.
Yeah.
So I played a lot of COD and shit like that, and I loved it. I played it every day, even when I was playing football. And then I ended up just deciding on games design and like computing science and all that.
Yeah.
So I done in Scotland it's different, but they're called national courses. So like, they took away like I can't remember what you call it. In England they have it different, but anyway, it's like the highest one we could have done. I'd done that course, but then I got near the end of it and I just didn't like it. I just didn't enjoy like what I was doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know the feeling that you make a mistake, you're like, shit, I picked this, but no, I just don't enjoy it.
I made the same mistake, bro. I took in college, in school, like, I was gifted and talented in 3 subjects, but I was like predicted grades. It sounds soft, I think I was predicted 16 grades of A and above. And then I basically, like, from 8 years old, my uncle's an RSM in the army, so I mean, he's been in the army for 26 years, like, he's in charge of, you know, whatever number of troops, and, like, I mean, he's been on tour to Afghan, Iraq, you name it, he's got serious war stories, you know what I mean, and you know, his life's full of, like, these crazy experiences, and when I was, like, 10 years old, I remember him telling me about, like, early days Iraq, and like Afghan and the stories, and like it just changed something mentally with me, where like my dream was to just go in the army. So like all through school, even though I was so gifted, like I was gifted and talented and this and that, like I was just didn't give a shit. I mean, I was so focused on this idea of, you know what, I'm going in the army, and I came out of school with fucking, I think it was 12 GCSEs at like C and above, but like I should have been walking out seriously, like ready to walk into anywhere. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I went to college and ended up doing like something I didn't even care about. I think it was business level 3. Like literally went there doing business level 3. I got kicked out of college within 6 weeks, bro. Literally, just because it was something I gave no shits about. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's always the same. It's people who like don't do it well at school, which is we don't find their interest until it's too late. Do you know what I mean?
It's just because. Go on, carry on.
I was just gonna say, like I say, my interest, I didn't realize until I didn't realize until it was like an actual opportunity that you could do what I'm doing now.
Yeah.
As soon as I knew that was a thing, that was it. That's my head was dead set on doing it. Like no one could convince me otherwise that I was not going to do this.
Yeah.
So like I just put my head down for like a good year and then like came about, man. So it was worth it.
Yeah, I remember fucking like Dudley College, man. Big up Dudley College, Dudley. Business level 3, bro. And I'm telling you, I must have done. I think my first 2 weeks was calm, and then every week after that, it was just like less and less interest from me. You know, like when it's just difficult to even be switched on. I was just like looking at my phone. I'm just chilling. I'm on back when BlackBerry was a thing. You know what I mean? BBM pinging out for a motive. Anyone got share my BB pin and all that, and just.
Jesus, that's memories of that.
Fucking. I just remember. I remember the 5th week I got pulled in and they had the conversation. They were like, "We're going to be moving you off the course," and ultimately ending your time at the campus. I was like, "Well, adios, amigo." And from them, bro, I've just been working. I have, but yeah, man. Like my dream was always the army, man. But it never came to tuition. I applied when I was 16 to go in the army. I got refused for eczema, which was bizarre. Because they told me that basically, if eczema flared up and I went to war, I'm a risk of infection to other people in like a hot climate. Do you know what I mean? Like if I go to a hot climate or something. So they told me I had to wait 2 years and reapply at 18. So I reapplied at 18, and then they basically said the same thing again, but told me that I'd been prescribed like a steroid cream when I was 13 years old, and that was affecting my application. So I ended up literally like life was chalk. Do you know what I mean? I was like, I've got to just get a random job. So I ended up working at like Next, selling like heels to women for like 16 hours a week. That was incredible. Yeah, that was fun.
That was incredible.
Yeah, man. There's nothing worse, man. You know, like middle-aged Karens. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just middle-aged Karens just are like fucking wrinkly ass toes, bro. Want me to slip a nail on their foot? Like, fuck off, man. Fuck off, man. I mean,
fucking hell. That's tough. That is tough.
So, like, when did you like find your love for COD, bro? Like, was it a love based off enjoyment of the game, or like did you have like a competitive nature in your early years, and it like COD just fulfilled it for you?
Yeah. So honestly, it's a mix of both. So the reason I got into COD is like even you have that mate, your best mate from like high school, your first year.
Yeah.
When you split up from primary and then you meet that new mate your first like couple of days in school, innit?
Yeah.
Like, that was my mate, and then he was like big into like COD, and he knew all about like the clans and all. See, back then we had clans of like snipers and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Obviously, me being in the first year, I was like, "Oh, that sounds fucking great," innit? Me and my mate just banging out COD all night, and then I ended up joining this little clan, and then it was just so competitive. It's like you had to compete against each other.
Yeah.
There's like different tiers and all that. I was mental. I'm like 15. I'm just fucking competing against like essentially grown guys. I'm just sitting playing, and as I was moving up, I just think it gave me like what I needed. Do you know what I mean? That say that competitive aspect from like gaming, and then shortly after that, that was like MW3 time. And then shortly after that, I ended up watching the Black Ops 2 champs. And honestly, bro, I'm not even joking. That's probably what sparked it.
Yeah.
That's probably what sparked everything that's happened for me.
Yeah.
And, watching that champs final, like the Meltdown S&D, the last one.
Yeah.
Like literally, I remember watching it like clear as day with my mates, just watching it like. I can just picture it now. It's literally, I think that's what stemmed it for me. When I saw that, that's when I knew that I wanted to do something like this.
Yeah, I feel you, bro.
But then it got even bigger, and that's when I decided to, like, risk it and fucking go for it. So
yeah. Was there like a pivotal moment? Was there like a moment in your life where you've like gone, fuck it, you know what? I'm putting all my eggs in this basket. I'm going.
Yes. So, my mum's a pretty like standard, go to school, good grades, the typical like us growing up, and yeah, she basically was trying to push me like apply for this college, and I was like, I don't want to do it. And she's like, what do you want to do? And I was like, I want to put everything I've got, because I was 17 going into 18.
Yeah.
And I decided to leave school. I was like, I wasn't cutting it for me anymore. Like, I was disconnecting from people because I was gaming all night and blah 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 blah. And then she was obviously a little bit worried, it's my mum in it. She's gonna be a bit worried. she'd obviously try to find a solution, and I was like, you know what I want to do is this, and I couldn't compete until I was 18, so I said to her, listen, I'll take this year off school. In this 1 year, if I don't make it, become a pro when I'm 18, then I'll go to college and I'll apply and I'll
Yeah.
quit. And then, for you know, I grinded Black Ops 3, being 17, going to like French events and stuff. And as soon as I turned 18, I actually had a choice to pick my own team, or like a pro team. So like Zach, you know, Zed,
Yeah.
he actually came to me and was like, he wanted to play with me because I was really good at the last game. And then we ended up picking Reedy and Watson, which is ironic to say, like saying how we decided who we wanted to play with when I'm just turned 18.
Yeah.
But yeah, as soon as I turned 18, I got a contract to become a pro, like with Elevate, and yeah, like that 1 year, I put my all into it, like everything, and that was a hit or miss. So if I didn't make it, I was probably in a college watching Call of Duty instead of being the one in America watching it. It's like it's just so slim, like how easy it could have went. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Backwards.
Fair play, though,
Yeah.
bro. You know what I mean? It's all paid off, obviously. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I
I'm
mean,
lucky in it.
Yeah, I mean, looking forward. I mean, nah, it's not luck. You can't call it luck.
Yeah, I mean, it's
You
a bit of
can't,
luck
you
there.
can't, nah, you can't downplay. You know what I mean? Your achievements. I don't believe, like I am one of them people that doesn't believe in. I don't believe in luck. Do you know what I mean? I really don't.
Yeah.
I believe that if you manifest something mentally into the world, and you believe in yourself and you focus toward that goal, regardless of anything hurdle wise, you're going to overcome it and it will happen. It's simple as that. Do you know what I mean? I think there's things that are sometimes 50-50s that might, you know, go your way more than it would someone else. Do you know what I mean? It might not go their way as much, but I don't think that's luck. I just think that's flip of the coin. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and I mean I get that, and I've always just used to saying it. It's just a bit of luck, but I mean I get it, and it's like if you put your effort towards it for like X amount of time, it's gonna come eventually.
Yeah.
It's
I mean,
if you work hard on it than everyone else.
The best way to put it would be if I asked you, do you feel like you've earned your position where you are now? You're going to say, yeah, ain't you?
Yeah, of course.
There we go.
100%.
Yeah, there we go, man. I mean, obviously, like where you are now, speaking on that Raw Ravens, do you know what I mean? This has obviously been, I suppose this has been a vast change in your life in like, you know, in a matter of years. I mean, what's the experience been like looking back? Like, did you ever picture yourself being salaried to do something that you love?
Wait, when I was like 16, like that time?
Yeah.
Like that. Honestly, yeah, I mean, I didn't know this was. Even back in AW, I didn't realize that people were getting paid. Like, I know a lot of people didn't get paid salaries back in like AW times, but yeah, I didn't realize people got paid until what's the game after AW? Black Ops 3. It was when Black Ops 3 was like when that's when I realized that was the year that I put it all in because I knew that people were getting paid who I was a lot better than were getting paid this amount, and I was like, if I get that amount when I'm 18, that's good.
Yeah.
So like when I heard people were on like that like these small amounts can like compared to now. It was like I was like, well, I'm going to work harder than everyone else to make sure I get that when I'm 18.
Yeah.
So it's like that was kind of when I realized it was honestly Black Ops 3 was just the year of where my life got put on hold and I just grinded for a whole year. My whole life just went on hold. I told everyone like, obviously it probably wasn't healthy, like just disconnected, but I had 1 year to make it happen and I made it happen. So.
Fair play, brother. I rate it. I really do. I mean, in terms of like, you know, being on the Ravens now, I mean, what kind of lifestyle changes has it been? Like, you know, what notable lifestyle changes have you had compared to, you know, 5 years ago to now? I mean, obviously, number one is you're living in, is it North Carolina at the moment?
Yeah, we're in North Carolina right now.
Yeah. I mean, what's that like, bro? Being out there. I mean, did you know kind of opportunities like this? Did you ever expect them to come?
It's like it's weird. It's because like we don't like actually. It's weird to say, but we don't actually have like a home right now. Do you know what I mean? It's like last year I was living in Vegas for a whole year, and then like, before that I was traveling to America like every couple of weeks. So like it was pretty tight. But anyway, we lived in Vegas for a year, and then now I'm living in North Carolina, an apartment. It's like I'm just every year is just something different. So I think it's good, but it's not the same thing for me. I feel like that's a big thing for me. Like that's the biggest difference is like I feel like having that every year, like just changing, it's like being changed up. It's not the same. That suits me. I like that the way it is right now. Cause I'm pretty young still.
Yeah.
I just like enjoying it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So we're gonna move on to the first bit of Seany trivia. Okay, got a bit of trivia for you, bro. So in 2015, you started making a name for yourself with XL Esports, yeah.
Oh Jesus, yeah, what a time.
Now, do you know how many organisations you've been a part of from then till now, including XL?
How long have we got?
Well, it's a 5-year period, isn't it? So 5 years.
Oh, I mean, how long have we got?
Oh, no, as long as you need.
Oh, right, okay, it's sorted, right, I see, right.
In fact, nah, you know what? Fuck that. 30 seconds.
Wait, Joe, I'll give a good estimate. I just got the first. I'll say about 6.
No.
Wait, what? How much is that?
Can't tell you, mate. I can't. That's giving away the answer, isn't it?
Wait, let me see how much is right. So I've got XL and I got Riot.
Yeah.
Then I had Millennium.
Yeah.
Then I had. What was after that? That was Elevate after that, wasn't it?
Oh, there's one in between.
Oh wait, what the fuck was that? In between that? Oh, Hyper Games.
Yeah.
Hyper Game. Oh shit, there's fucking way more. Fuck.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, man. Right, okay, I'll take that one. I completely forgot about Hyper Games. Completely forgot about them.
It's 11, bro. It's 11.
11.
So
shit.
yeah, it's XL, Riot Gaming, Millennium Hope, Hyper Games, Elevate, Red Reserve, Unilad, Team Rec, The Boys, Celtic Esports for a short period, and London Ravens.
Shit, yeah. Fuck, I just went past me. I was like, why did I think it was 6?
It's because I suppose it's because a lot of them you had short spells in, you know, like whether it was like representing certain ones at certain competitions and stuff. But regardless, you were there. So
yeah, that's
right,
fine. That's
you're Norton one so far. Just let you know, you're Norton one.
Right, yeah.
No, it's all right. Don't mate. There's been some like Zero was really impressive with his trivia, but then like other people have been really, really bad. So I wouldn't stress it too much, bro.
Trey was good with that, Jesus.
Yeah, bro, Trey was good, man. Yeah, Trey was impressive with his trivia.
Oh, shit, I need to step it up then.
Yeah, right. So, obviously, I mean, Ravens right now, yeah, in my opinion, a top 5, top 4 team in the game. Do you know what I mean? But we can't seem to close out in the later stages of the tournaments. What do you feel like the team's lacking from your point of view?
Honestly, like, when it comes to, like, I don't think we're lacking anything in, like, the talent that we have. I feel like we have a good balance of like everything that we need to win. Yeah. But it's like you saw the final, like it was close. That final, we were prepared. That we were prepared for that event. We had no interruptions. We were ready for that event. We had the fire from the new teammate coming in and everything going on, and we just need to get back to that stage. So, what I think we're missing is just a little bit more of teamwork. I feel like more we play, the better it will come, and that's what I feel like we're lacking a little bit right now. Is just teamwork. That's it. I feel like everyone has the capability to take over a game. Honestly, on a serious note, everyone knows I ain't going to be the guy dropping 40s every map. I'm just going to make sure we're playing the game right as much as possible. Like, because I've got people like Dylan and Matt and fucking like Brad, even Trey, all fucking superstars on my team.
Yeah.
So like, I'm just like, if we keep playing the way we're playing, like individually, we will win an event this year. I don't care. There's only a few left. It could be champs. It could be one of the next ones, but we will win one of them at least.
Bro, I hope we do, man. I'll be outside the copper box with like 8 cans of Stella, just fucking jumping about. Like Anfield last night, but for Ravens. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you know, that'd be fucking mental when we win. I'm telling you.
I mean, obviously on top of that, there's been some clear issues this year so far with like lag, connection issues, poor referee, and so on. How come like none of it seems to be going in Ravens' favour? Like, what's going on?
Hey, listen, I'll be straight up, right? When I joined this team, Matt used to always say that he was the most unlucky guy ever, right? And I'd be like, listen, mate, you're exaggerating, innit? Like, look, you've worked hard, you're in a good spot, you know what I mean? Like, things like that. Yeah. He's like, Sean, I'm always unlucky, and I'm like, nah. And then ever since I've joined this team, I'm telling you, every fucking time, something that I've never seen before happens. And it's always Matt.
Oh, so basically what you're saying is Ravens need to drop Matt, yeah? And pick up.
Yes, I'll play with anyone. It's online, because like Matt even said it. He went, boys, I don't know what to say, but I reckon we sub me out for a week to see how it goes. And I was like, fuck, you might be onto something, innit? Like shit, like you keep getting this shit happening to us. It's because of you.
Yeah.
You keep like you lag out, or he fucking lags in the game. Like just nothing goes right in the online shit.
It's tough, isn't it, man? It's rough. Honestly, I mean, like, there seems to be no like staple of refereeing. Do you know what I mean? There seems to be no one consistent outlook with the refereeing. It seems to be like one game there's a decision made here, then the next game we ignore that decision from the previous game and we go with a new one. Like I don't know, man. It's difficult for me to take seriously personally.
It's honestly like you're frustrated looking in, but I'm telling you, it can be really frustrating when we are playing and this shit's going on.
Well,
you've had some bad experiences with it. They are getting better. They are like definitely getting better. I'll give them that. Like they're definitely cracking down on like the laziness of like the referee and stuff like that and decisions. But before, I just think it was like uncharted territory for them, and I don't think they knew how to handle the situation with online issues.
Yeah.
And I think they were just rushing aside like, yeah, whatever, you lost that map, next map. But it's like ever since we've started complaining, I feel like they've definitely fixed a lot. So like, I'll give them that, and it is frustrating from everyone to look like to see, but they're definitely improving.
Yeah,
Like, because we got that replay in that game, and
yeah,
I think that's the first time that's happened, and we didn't even ask for it because we are so used to things like that not going our way. We were like,
yeah,
next
yeah,
map, right, okay, we're 2-0 down next map, and then they got longed out for 30 minutes, and they came back and just said, all right, you're replaying that map,
yeah,
and I was like, all right, okay, I'll take it, right, fuck it, let's go, and then no replaying, but replaying that round,
yeah,
and
yeah, yeah,
that's never happened like a lot in this game anyway, so. It's definitely taking steps in the right direction. Or they could have just felt bad on us because they've fucked us over at multiple occasions.
yeah.
So it's either
Big
one or the
chance.
other.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, this is a touchy subject, isn't it, with MW? I mean, so like, say what you want to say, be as reclusive as you want to be, but
Yeah, go
I
on.
mean, with the current issues around MW, like, how hard is it to take it serious as a competitive title? I mean, to me, like, as a viewer, the current state of the game, it's shocking. I mean, like, with spawns obviously being the main talking point as well, like, it's hard for me to take it seriously, who's someone who just views it freely with no attachment other than the fact that I support a team. You know what I mean? The Ravens.
Yeah.
And obviously yourself and the rest of the pros, on the other hand, play this religiously, day in, day out. You're salaried to do so, and have to build a name, not just right now, but for the future. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you guys, each year that you guys play is an important year for your future. Do you know what I mean? It's an important year for where you're going to put yourselves in years to come, and building that name. And I think, you know, I personally feel like this game is 8 months behind itself. I feel like it's just not moving. I mean, what are your opinions around the game?
I mean, what I will say, right, is the what's his name, the SeanyCOD guy, I can't remember, what's his first name?
Joe Seacock.
He came out openly and said what everyone is thinking. Like, it's made for this reason. Like, it's made for the casual player, so it's easier to play. So as a competitor, where we master the game down to like a T, being told that this game is tailored to people who are less skilled than the professionals, it's like kind of a blow in itself. It's like you kind of know what you're expecting.
Yeah.
I'm not going to talk back in the game because I do enjoy some aspects of it, not just Warzone.
Yeah.
I enjoy a lot of aspects of it, but there's obviously a lot wrong. I think it's the same every year, but I just think this year when one of the top guys that came out and said that, like, it's made for this reason and it's not for us, it's I kind of knew what I was expecting. So like, I'm not as pissed off as other people are because when I heard that, I kind of knew what I was in for this year.
Yeah.
So but I mean, I can see like, it is fucking frustrating, like it is. But
you ain't gonna say no more than that, bro.
I wouldn't trade it in for anything. I love playing the game. Like it's competing for me. It's not about the game for me. I love competing. I love competing against someone else what I'm good at. And obviously, it helps that back in the day that I played COD every day, so nostalgia and all that shit. So like, I just enjoy it. I'm good at Call of Duty, and I enjoy beating other people in Call of Duty. So like, I mean, that's the most I'll say on it. Like,
I don't blame
you. For me, it's not the game. So
I mean, with what you said just though, with it being tailored to obviously the casual player, there's obviously like there's all that shit on Twitter where people were like, why do you, I've seen it so many times in response to pros, like when a pro complains about the game on Twitter, you'll have like some casual player who responds with, why do you feel like you're the important, necessity of this game? Like, do you feel like the game should be more tailored to pros, personally?
Honestly, I've said this for a while. I think the route that it should have went down, again, they're multi-million billionaires, so I mean, they know what they're doing, obviously. But like, for me, the way they should have done it was make a separate game for competitive.
Right.
So the way I saw it was like, so they should have made the CDL and they should have came out like, okay, we're going to release this game. It's going to be a competitive-based game. It's going to have ranking systems like CS:GO and like all that. And then also we're going to release a separate game, but they can both be like intertwined, but they're going to be separate. And then it's going to be like Call of Duty Modern Warfare, the public game. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Every public player loves this game.
I fucking hate it.
Okay. Well, but for the most part, like people who come on, they can kill people and they're like happy with how they can do it. So like that's the way I seen it. I just seen like they could have went that way and made a competitive game that kept us happy and updated it. It didn't need to be brand spanking new. Like CS:GO, it's just been doing the same game for like the last 15-20 years, just updating it. I think we would have been happy with that. I think we would have adapted to that as long as it was run well.
Yeah.
So I think that's the way that I feel like they should have went. But again, they are multi-billionaires, so I mean, they know what they're doing. But
I mean, what are your thoughts around? Obviously, there's an issue this year with coronavirus. You know what I mean? We've been forced into online COD. do you feel there's any unfair advantages? I mean, this is a touchy one. Over the last couple of weeks, there's been talks of Awakening potentially cheating. You know, this and that, blah blah blah. I mean, what are your thoughts around online COD in general? Do you think this is a fair way to be playing a league in which you've all paid $25 million for a spot?
Let me touch on Awakening first, right? I ain't going to disrespect the guy, but like, I think I don't want anyone to take anything away from his win. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, until it's proven, I don't think we can be talking about it because it's not fair.
Yeah.
Like, the guy just came through and he's done bits. Fair enough. If he is cheating, it will come out eventually.
Yeah.
Like, right now, I reckon people just let him have his time. Do you know what I mean? Like he's came through, he's competed, and he's just won a chip. Like some people, like our team, haven't even won before. It's a hard fucking task to do, and people will try to take it away from him. It's kind of peak. But anyway, I think it'd be too hard personally, so I don't believe he is. But I think it'd be too hard to like keep doing it and get away with it.
Yeah.
But what was the other part of the question again? Sorry, I just
that's just it. In regards to like online COD, do you know what I mean? Like, what are your thoughts around obviously COD being online for the rest of this year? I mean, there's realistically there is unfair advantages with connections in there, and you know, ping, and I mean, you know, online COD's all around ping and so on. Like, I mean, how do you feel about playing COD online for the rest of this year?
It's stressful, mate, but they're always improving it. But like, see, you probably seen on Twitter, the biggest problem that I have, right, is everyone's got good, better connections, and people went home like to get like a better advantage with like the servers.
Yeah.
So like every game has like 3 dedicated servers, and you ban one, you pick one.
Yeah.
So obviously people went home to abuse that. So like they put someone 2 in the west coast, 2 in the east coast, and 1 in the middle. They would have to play in like Texas. So we're all in North Carolina. So if we were to play, let's say Chicago, we'd have to play them in Texas or Chicago, where most of them are based.
Yeah.
So it's like in that aspect, I don't think it was fair that people were allowed to go home and take advantage of that. But at the same time, it was a lockdown, so like to go home and see family and stuff, it was kind of like we couldn't really do anything about it. But like that's kind of what made it a big difference for me, is the fact that people went home to a fucking 1 ping 10k internets back home, and obviously it's not all internet because everyone's like different people were on these online things, but it's like as well we practice on different servers, man. Like if we have a choice every time like today I'm scrimming. I don't even know if I'm playing on 12 tech, 60 tech, or the CDL servers. We have 3 different ways of practicing, and we only get 2 scrims a day. So that's what annoys me the most. Like that is a part of online, so that goes in with what you said.
Yeah.
So that's the biggest complaint from me, is the practice issues. Like I said, if it was going to be this complicated, we should have just stayed on 12 tech servers and just like played out the rest of the year, instead of like one game 60 tech, the next game we're playing 12 tech. Then like it's not ideal, man. We're trying to practice and we're playing a different game every scrim.
Yeah.
So, like that comes into online, and that's like the biggest problem for me. Obviously the pings and that, I can deal with it. Like someone bullshitting you in a big game is obviously frustrating, but you do it back in it. Like everyone has it. It's just when I'm trying to practice and like make sure I learn the game the best I can, like how to play the game mechanically and stuff, and I've got to play different games every time. That's what pisses me off the most, and I'm sure that's the same with everyone.
Yeah.
But I think that's the biggest negative from it, me personally.
One of you should move back to the UK, bro. And just go on the UK server, do you know what I mean?
I'm fucking off for me. Fuck it. Man, I back home is nice, dude.
I can imagine, bro. Yeah, come back, man. You don't want to come back right now, bro, because you'll fucking melt. But you know, come back a bit later, innit?
Yeah.
Right.
Give up if you want.
Next bit of Seany trivia. You ready?
Yeah, go for it.
So in 2019, you won the CWL Amateur Finals, with Bance Chain, Nasty. Right. Now, do you remember the map pool for the second best of 5 in the final?
Jeez. I won't get it in order, but Payload S&D.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, we played 2 best of 5s, but I don't think we changed much. I think Arsenal S&D was in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that, because I remember Seany quicker, my guy clutched up against B-Spot. Yeah, I remember that. What was the fucking respawns, man? It was Seaside Control.
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm stuck.
All you've got left is the 2 hard points, bro.
Yeah, I know, because like, I can remember, because we played them all the time, innit? So like, I know they used to ban our best map, which is Arsenal hard points. I'm guessing it wasn't in there. So I'm gonna go. Fuck, what was it, man? Shit, why is this so hard? I can remember the final. How can I not remember the hard points? Wait, what? It wasn't Hacienda either, I don't think. So frequency had to be in there.
Yeah.
What was the other one? Seaside Hardpoint.
No.
What was it? What was the
Arsenal.
last one? It was Arsenal. No, wait, they played as the Arsenal
Yeah,
Hardpoint.
they did.
Wait, what?
Yeah, your second hard point in that series was Arsenal. Yeah.
Fucking no, idiots, man. That was our best map. Wait, we win it. We did win it. Yeah. We had
Yes,
to
you won
win.
it. You lost the
Yeah.
control. You won the, and then you won the hard point in the final S&D. You won the S&D 6-3, I believe. Yeah.
Oh fucking hell! Right, okay.
Yeah. So, moving on. You started out this year as a substitute, yeah, and as a member of the Royal Ravens Academy.
Yeah.
What's it like being a substitute, bro? Did it drive you harder to be your best so that you could make the starting five?
I mean, of course, it's like I was back in the UK seeing these guys. Obviously, they weren't doing amazing, but they were doing like still top end table. So, like seeing them at the London event and stuff like that. Because at the start, you probably know the game was in a bad state at the start.
Oh yeah.
And obviously, yeah. So pros didn't play the game for some reason. Like most pros didn't want to play the game, and obviously all the amateurs were like, "Fuck that, then let's get a head start." And I was like, I know for a fact that if I get a head start in this game, I'll be in the starting lineup no matter what. Yeah, like if I just like put my head down and grind, I'll be there. It's just a matter of time. That's like I spoke to some of the guys before. I said like, I obviously I voiced my opinion. I was like, I don't feel like I should be in the bench, but obviously do your thing. I'll be there eventually.
Yeah.
I didn't pressure anyone. I didn't message like try to get anyone out. I was like, I just told the coaches. I went, whenever you need me, I'll be here. I'll be ready. I'll be well practiced. So I played with like Wee Man and Nolson and Mad Cat. And fucking I actually had two different teams, but that was the main team with Defrag, and we grinded. Like me, Nick, and Connor, like outside of scrims, put a lot of time in. I feel peak like on them two because I know how much they play and how much they want it. But yeah, like I put a lot of fucking effort in at the start of this year to make sure that this is where I would be. Do you know what I mean? Like I made sure I was here. Like it goes back to before, like when I was coming through, it was the same thing. I just put my head down, I grinded, and here we are.
I feel you, brother.
Yeah.
On the flip side, what was the feeling of satisfaction? You know what I mean? Like moving to that starting lineup in April. I mean, how did that feel?
It was obviously it was like a good feeling and all that, but it's like I knew I was coming into a team where they had problems.
Yeah.
So like obviously if someone's making a change, they have problems. So I knew I was coming into a team, and actually a lot of people don't. They do know, but they don't know. So like if officially Nasty was supposed to start instead of me.
Yeah.
And obviously I was like, yeah, that's fair enough, and like whatever you want to play with a young upcoming player, that's whatever, go for it.
Yeah.
It didn't work out. He couldn't stay out here, visa issues, lockdown and all that shit, fucking coronavirus. And yeah, like I said, one way or another, I got my opportunity to play, but I knew I was coming in to a team that was like again, like somewhat broken, not broken, but damaged from like whatever they had gone on before. So I knew like the first few months weren't going to be straight in, smoking everyone, having great event. I knew it was going to be like a process, and then when we got that second place, I was like, here we are. We finally like we're here where we should be. Felt good feeling, and then just a little bit under practice for this next event. So I'm hoping we can go back to that second place performance and upgrade it to a first place because we were so fucking close to first that time. So
yeah, I feel you, bro. Do you know when you like obviously coming onto the roster, do you feel a lot of pressure in terms of yourself? Do you feel like there's an expectation of you needing to perform, or?
I mean, it's like at the time, yeah, of course, I was like, shit, right, okay, now I'm here, now I need to even work even harder, essentially.
Yeah.
So the first few months, like I remember I said to someone, I think it was Quicker, I actually said it to. I was like, listen, when I got the chance, I was like, listen, mate, just know, I'll be one of the last people to leave the office and one of the first people to be there.
Yeah.
Not every time, but I said I'll be putting the fucking time in. Essentially, obviously we can't use the office because of Corona, but I just basically said I'm going to be putting the fucking time in and make it work, and we did that event. So I'm hoping again, put our heads down. We've got 2 weeks. Every day, just put the fucking time in and it'll come. Like,
yeah,
that's been.
I feel you, brother.
It's just been a grind. It's been a grind, not just like scrims wise, but like the whole Warzone thing as well.
Yeah.
It's like that's what made it hard. It's like Warzone blew up and like, everyone had to play Warzone.
Yeah.
Like you know what it is. Like everyone was playing Warzone. Everyone had to play it. And then
can I just say I beat you in the Royal Ruckus? Haha.
Wait, what? Yeah. Who you with?
I was with Martin Boyle and Louis CM.
Oh, Martin Boyle. Yeah, I was fucking speaking to that Martin Boyle before, and I was like, I got him in a tournament. And I was like, one of the coaches like, yeah, we'll put him with you and Louis CM. I was like, yeah, fuck it, I'll be a decent team in it because I know Louis is pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's funny that,
smoked.
I had no comment.
Yeah. Right. How are you? So how are you finding switching in roles? I mean, obviously you've gone from AR to sub, and last year you were fucking nasty in ICR. So I mean, what's this year been like for you?
I'll tell you what, I appreciate you noticing that, because a lot of people don't even notice that I switch fucking roles every game. I mean, for the most, I switch roles depending on the team. Like, if I need to do this, I'll do it. You know what I mean? I don't really have a set role, but like I said, when I ran ICR, like when we done well in reciprocity, I loved it. It suited me perfectly.
Yeah.
But some roster changes happened. Like Tommy had some problems. He had to step back, and we had to like get in Dens who hadn't played the game. So I stepped down from ICR to Maddox, and yeah, the last few years I've just been doing that. Whenever the team needs someone like to be a sub or to be an AR, I fell in the role. It's just what I do. And honestly, it probably does hurt me a little bit, like in the long run, not the long run, but like it does hurt me a little bit in terms of like competing against a sub player who's been a sub player for the last 4 years.
Yeah.
Who plays it every day, all day as a sub, doesn't know anything about being an AR. Obviously, it does hurt me a little bit, but it's not my job to like be a 40 kill game every time.
Yeah.
Obviously, like I'm not saying like, oh, I need people to play well. It's just for the most part, like your likes of Dylan and that they will fry these other players. I just need to make sure we're playing as best as possible. And yeah, so the last 3 years I've just been doing that, and it's like it does, like I say, it does hurt, like changing roles all the time. But I feel like I'm pretty adapted to it now. I feel like I can switch. Like tomorrow I could be an AR again, because I was an AR at the start of this game.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed it a lot. But obviously I came into a team with Brad performing, so like I knew it was never going to be an option.
Yeah.
Brad was performing, so I was like, right, okay, no excuses. Get the sub out, get fucking grinding, and then so I've just been grinding since, like with the sub.
What do you feel is your more preferred role, sub or AR?
Definitely an AR.
Yeah.
Definitely prefer an AR. I don't know. I just feel like with an AR, I feel like I can vocally give more and just take control of the game. Do you know? Yeah. I can take a step back and like take that extra second just to tell everyone what's going on, instead of me being like a sub in hand, sprinting double time, fucking sprinting through the middle of the map, trying to call out like what to do and stuff. It's a bit harder. So I feel like when they are, I felt like that was a good role for me, was like just take a step back and try and control the team to how to play the game from, like, because I can see, if you're the AR, you can see everything.
Yeah.
You have the mini map, you can see you can hear everyone's comms, you know for the most part what's going on. I feel like when I had the AR, that's what I was good at, just taking a step back, just playing the game right, and making sure that we're playing the game right as much as possible. So I was to choose, like next year, if I got asked like any spot that I wanted, I'd say an AR, like main AR every time.
Yeah, I feel you, bro. I mean, is it difficult? The play style of an AR and an SMG are very, very, very different. Obviously, I mean, I suppose not. In this game, it is very lane based and holding lanes. But I mean, the M4 fries. You know what I mean? Like close range, you can hip fire that thing like it's fucking nothing. But in previous titles, I mean, like for example, like looking at Black Ops 4 with the ICR, I mean, there's a vast difference between the way a sword player would play and an ICR player would play. How hard is it for you to really like acclimatise yourself to the SMG role? Like, do you find yourself like being in kind of an AR mindset, even though you're running the sub? Like, do you naturally do things that AR would do in the sub role?
Yeah. So don't get me wrong, it does get mixed a little sometimes, because I'm just so like used to playing both. Especially in this game now, like a lot of the meta is changing a little bit. Because of the 60 tech servers, a lot of people are using ARs a more, like second AR a lot more.
Yeah.
So I feel like I'm a lot more, like, now that I play both roles actually in the game and not just a full-time sub, I feel like, I do notice the roles getting crossed over a little bit. Like, yeah. But I mean, like I said, it's only been recently, so like we have a few weeks to just sort that shit out and just get used to it. Because leading up to this, I was literally using a sub every map, every game, bar S&D, just banging it out, and then now it's like a bit mix of both. So I just need to find a good balance. You know what I mean?
Got ya. What's been the best moment in your career so far, and why?
I would say it's not the best placement, but like we got top 4 Anaheim with Unilad.
Yeah.
Obviously the team before that was me, Matty, Brad, and Moose. Moose and then Alex. So then we played one event with Alex, with Matty and Brad, and obviously Matt was getting all the gas and hype, because he was playing really fucking well, and it was rumored he was joining Red, and we were playing Red, and then we ended up beating him and things. So it was like he ended up leaving after that event, obviously because he deserved a better team because we weren't performing in it. But I said to everyone, including his brother, I was like, listen, if Matty leaves, we will be better because like we had internal problems in it.
Yeah.
I was like, listen, if we get Zach in, like Zed, it wasn't just me that said it, but we agreed if we got Zach in, we were going to do better. And everyone was laughing at it. Everyone was saying, no, without Matty, he'll be shit. And I was like, I just told everyone to shut up and watch it. I didn't even argue anyone about the teams, like fans and stuff. I just let people roast us. I was like, do you know what? We just put our heads down and we grinded. And our first event was Anaheim. And then we got like we had Rise in our group who obviously was winning everything.
Yeah.
And we played them pretty close, and then ended up in the losers playing against Optic. So you know that everyone talks about how good it is playing Optic and the fans and all that. And we played them in the losers. Went 6-5 last map where we clutched a 3v5. Like I got like 3 of the kills. I just remember like just that everything about that was just gas.
Yeah.
Everyone, it was just like we all fucking just got gas. We beat Optic last map after everyone was talking shit about us for fucking months on end about nothing. We wouldn't be that good, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Then we just come out, and, even though it was only a top 4 in the grand scheme of things, but at the time, it was good.
No, I
So
feel you, bro. It's
it
interesting
was,
you've picked that. You know, it's like because I was expecting you to just shoot with obviously fucking the CDBL Open, but the fact that you've gone with that, it's cool to listen to the to an experience like that and what it means to you.
It was like the first big one. Do you know what I mean? It was like like before that, I was in Elevate getting like top 12, like maybe a top 6 here up like once, maybe like a top 8. But then it went to World War II, and we had a shit start of the year. We're top 16, top 16, top 16, and we're like shit, right? Okay. And then we done that. Then that was the first time we were getting absolutely roasted by everyone. Yeah. And then we just came out and had a good event and just told people, listen, this is fucking us. Like, shut up. Like, this is we're here to play.
Yeah.
And then it was against Optic, so it was 6-5 last map. Fucking saw someone put in the chat, tactical rab shooting come through the smoke. Literally, that's the small things like that. It's just 5-5, you're under pressure, and it's like you do something like mad like that. It's just something I always remember, and like in the crowd, you know.
Fair play, brother. Got a bit more trivia for you. So far, you're technically 0-2, but I suppose we could give you we could technically give you 0.5 out of 2 because you got most of the maps right.
Okay, I'll take that.
So you've earned $88,000 from competing.
Yeah.
Do you know how many tournaments you've basically competed in to give you this total?
Oh, fucking hell, man.
It includes
how many tournaments?
Includes online and off and LAN. Yeah.
And online? What? Yeah. Wait.
Bro, the number is literally on your esports earnings page. Come on, man. It says it right there.
I've not looked at that in time, bro. I've not looked at it in time. I'd have to like go off the top of my head. Online and on LAN, all that money accumulated. Well, I won a lot of online tournaments back in the day. Shit. But I'm gonna get it wrong. I'll say fucking hell, 50?
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Well, I have no idea.
Bro, so close.
Was I close?
It's 51.
What? How'd I even fucking hell, man.
I'm gonna give you that one. Yeah, I'm giving you that point. You can have it, you know. Yeah. That's 1.5 out of 3. You can have that.
So that was including 2Ks online tournament. Fucking hell. How'd I get that close? Holy shit,
bro. Oh, that's impressive for real. Right. Have there been any major obstacles in your pursuit of COD that you've had to overcome personally?
Yeah. So if you watch back in uni, actually again when I was teaming with like Matt and Brad and that, I had an issue where I had some sort of injury. Yeah. So it was we didn't really know what it was. We're trying to figure it out, and I had something wrong with like my arm and things like that.
Yeah.
You know, we're out in America, so you know, health insurance and all that there was ridiculous.
Was it wank cramp or?
Nah.
Just checking.
I fucking wish it was. I fucking wish it was, mate. Nah, it was pretty much. The nerves in my arm were pretty much like no damage, but like just in pain. It was just like sharp pain and shit like that, and it started going numb and stuff. So I played through it at the event, and I ended up going home, and it took me like a good year to like figure out what was wrong. I went to doctors, I went to physios, I went to chiropractors, like everything. Every time I went to them, they couldn't figure exactly what it was. They were just like, "Oh, we think it's this bone in your neck that's moved and it's caused this." And I'm like, "You think, or you know?" He's like, "We won't go for certain, but we could do like surgeries and stuff." And I was like, well, what's the chances of like surgeries affecting me long term? They were like, it's 50-50. So if I do the surgery, I could not play again, or I could deal with the pain and then sometimes the numbness and things like that. And I was like, well, obviously that's a no-brainer. I'm fucking dealing with the pain.
Yeah.
And but yeah, I went to a third opinion, or like even a third opinion at this point, not even a second. And I went to a chiropractor, which is actually the first time I went to one, and he used obviously the bone doctors in it. They have a good idea.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And yeah, a couple sessions with him, he just kind of showed me. He recorded my back, and he was like, "Just put your arm out, like your arm up, and your left arm up." My shoulder blade was like popping in and out. So like, for some reason, my right shoulder blade, when I put my arm up, all the way up, it would go all the way out and then back in. But if I done it with my left arm, it looked like just a little pop. It was normal.
Yeah.
And it basically just told me like, listen, that's what I told you before the podcast. And it basically just said, build yourself up, hit the gym slowly build stuff back up, because obviously your nerves are like in a bit of pain and things like that. But yeah, just make sure you're healthier. And then since then, I've just been cracked down on it and made sure that that wasn't an issue, like being unhealthy and that.
All right.
And, yeah, and since then I've been pretty good. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, you in lockdown for like 2 months, it got pretty bad.
Yeah.
Go back to back in the old ways, but I'm out of that now, so I'm back to normal. And it's like, yeah, that was like the one tough obstacle where I was like, shit, like this could all end. Do you know what I mean? Like it could have ended right there. It could have been something way worse. But like, I'm glad that I fixed it, and I'm, you know, what I mean, fucking just need to maintain it, and I'm back to normal.
Yeah, I mean, coming up through the years, have you ever been close to quitting and giving up? Has there been a moment where you've like been on the borderline of just thinking, you know what, COD's not for me, or I don't want to do this anymore?
Not really. Not to the point where I felt like I had to say it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's crossed my mind like maybe once or twice, like you could have been doing this or that or like something else. But I've never like sat and like said it out loud that I would want to not be doing what I'm doing right now. This is like a dream job, regardless of all the stress that comes along with it, all the stressful times and like that I've had during it. Like I would never ever trade it in for like anything else. I don't know. I just, like I said, for me it is competing, and I'm good at it, so like, I'll enjoy competing. I just couldn't imagine not competing every day. You know what I mean? I just couldn't imagine it. Like I don't look forward to the day where you have to give it up. But so I'm just living it, bro. I'm just enjoying it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, with hindsight, yeah, if you could look back and, you know, tell 16, 15-year-old Sean some advice, what would it be?
Fuck. Have to be. It'd have to be, honestly, it's a weird one. I'd have to say, like, actually, like, just go out more. You know, I was younger. It sounds stupid because I was just saying I grinded for what I wanted and blah 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 blah. But like, it did take a toll. Like, you know what I mean? If you're in your fucking bedroom every day, like 24/7, grinding, that's all you do. Yeah, fair enough. You get respect. Oh, grinder and that shit. But like, end of the day, man, I was young, and I didn't like. I could have done both in it, and I didn't. And that's the one small thing I'd say. I think my life would be a lot better if I went out and stayed fit, like what I was doing on and off, and if I went out and just enjoyed myself a little bit while I was working hard. I think I didn't have a balance. I think that was like a big problem for me back in the day. And I think that's the one thing I would say is just find the balance, and instead of just like I said, that 1 year I had to though. But even at the same time, I still would have told myself like, just take some time off, man. Just take a break and do this and stay fit. Don't just fucking, you know what I mean? Because that's what most people do. Like most 15, 16, 17 now, like try to get into gaming or like competing, does the same thing. Because it's a persona. Like if you don't grind, you're not going to make it, which is fair enough. It is true. But at the same time, you need to have time for yourself, man. You need to be balanced with it.
100%, man. 100%.
That's the way. That's the one thing I'd say. I just didn't realize it back then. It wasn't just this. It's like taking that break can help you in the long run. It can help you with like doing that. But yeah, that's honestly one of the things I'd say.
I mean, what are you post? Look, do you hear that? I went to say personally. I said posting it right. What are you hoping for from the next COD title personally? Like, what changes would you like to see in that game, different to MW for you?
Squad spawns has to go. Like, I can't deal with this. Like we've been playing this game for 7-8 months, whatever it is, and we still don't know where the fuck sometimes a spawn happens. Like no one fucking knows. You see a clip every day of someone like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
It's like that shit can't be happening. That's too inconsistent.
Yeah.
That makes the game so gun hole like heavy. It's like run and gun, instead of being, let's rotate. Let's play. Instead of playing a game like a team, you're just, the gameplay is 5-man run around, just gun.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
like that. I don't think a lot of people like that. I think most people do like prefer seeing the strategy side of it. Like control was a good aspect, a good point. Like, control was a great fucking game mode for teamwork. And this year they put capture the flag in, so it's like it just ruined it. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's like next year I just want the game. I don't want to say that on stream. I can't do it. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. You get what I'm trying to say, right? You get what I'm
Yeah.
trying to say. We'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
We'll leave it at that.
Have you got anything you play outside of COD? Like, I mean, what's your go-to game? You like, if you just want to wind down and just get away from fucking FPS, like, what do you play?
Honestly, man, I don't really play much games anymore. I used to like. Only thing I would say is like see that Last of Us.
Yeah.
See when games like that come out, I will play those games like in my spare time. Like, but I won't go away and play CS:GO and grind that or like. I used to do that like when I was younger, but now it's like if I'm not playing COD or watching COD, I'm either winding down watching a TV show or a film, or I'm playing like a single player game. What do you mean?
What's the best series you've watched, bro? Come on.
Best TV show?
Yeah. What's the series that you rate highest? Everyone's got a series they like thinks the best. Yeah. What's yours?
Honestly, even though like, the ending wasn't that good, Game of Thrones has to be it for me, man. I don't know.
Bro, I got to series 4 and just stopped watching. No, series.
There's no way, bro.
I watched. What series was the Red Wedding in?
That was early.
That was early, wasn't it? Maybe
Yeah,
series
like,
3, series 4.
That was 3.
Yeah.
That was 3.
I think I got into series 4 and just stopped watching. That just wasn't for me. I just think.
I
just think like anything about like shagging your sister and shit just wasn't for me. But I don't know.
That's fair enough. I mean, that's the way you look at it. That's fair enough.
You know what? I don't know, bro. Have you ever watched Dexter?
Yeah, actually.
Don't.
I couldn't finish that.
Don't. Oh, fuck, bro. Really? You couldn't finish
Yeah.
Oh, man, it was so good, bro.
It got too repetitive for me, innit?
Really? Bro, nah. Dexter's like my favourite thing I've ever watched, man. Like, nothing tops it for me. Literally nothing will top it for me. I don't know why. It's unreal, bro. It's so
honestly,
good.
I'll be straight up here. The reason I think I wasn't a big fan is because like not young, but when I was like old enough to know about like true crime and all that stuff, like those TV shows. My mum like loves all the true story stuff for that, like how people get caught and all that, blah blah blah. So every time I walk in the living room, if I wanted to chill with my mum, I'd have to watch something like that.
Yeah.
And then when I was younger, honestly, like, I'm not really into the whole crime TV shows and things like that. So like, I honestly think that plays a part for me personally.
Oh, fuck.
So, but yeah, like I didn't not like it. I just thought it was like 7. How much seasons? There was like 6 or like.
There was Dexter. There was 7. There was 7. No, there was 8.
Yeah,
there was 8. Sorry, there was 8.
Yeah. I was in season 1 and I was like getting to the end and I was like, I just don't do that. You know what I mean? Hook. I was like,
I don't think I didn't find season 1 all that impressive. For me, like it started to get it started to get very enjoyable, like season 3, and then season 3 till season 7 was amazing, and then season 8 was a bit of a letdown. But like overall, just like the experience I had watching it, man, it's too good.
Yeah.
It's too good.
Honestly, I might even go back to it sometime. I do that quite often. Like, if I start a TV show, I might go back to it. It's not like off the cards. It's just right now, like whenever I started watching it, I was like, yeah, I'm not feeling it, so I just like put it to the side for a bit.
Yeah. So obviously you're in North Carolina at the minute, yeah.
Yeah.
How long you been out there at the moment? How long's it been now?
Soon as lockdown started happening, like the borders started closing.
Yeah.
Like, see, I got in America the day before the borders closed.
Right. Okay.
So
whenever you've been out there for a few months now, obviously.
3-4 months, something like that.
What's it like, bro? Being away from family? Are you missing many home comforts?
100%. So like, I have 2 dogs in it, and one's getting pretty old now. So like, might not get to see him again. But that's kind of the main one for me. But because obviously the borders being closed.
Yeah.
But like, I've done that. I've done this for a year back in like Quebec. So like, then it was like it really hit me, like the fucking homesickness and all that.
Yeah.
This time round, it's like I don't know. It's kind of like normal. Like I said, every year. Yeah, it's like every year I'm doing something like this. I'm just used to being away from family, like for a long period of time.
Yeah. And how do your family take it? I mean, do they understand that obviously this is it's a dream come true, really, isn't it? And that you're,
Mum hates it. She hates that. She hates that I'm leaving all the time. But I mean, like you said, it's my dream, and so she sees that. It's like she doesn't obviously fight anything to do with it. She just hates it every time I leave. I mean, that's just fair enough.
Yeah. Right. Moving on to some team trivia. Okay. So we got team trivia, and then I got one more question for you, bro, and we're done. But I want to see how well you know your teammates. Now, usually I'd pick tweets, all right. But it's been so hard to find tweets because I've picked tweets now for Trey and for Wuss.
Yeah.
And like going through old tweets, it's difficult. Yeah, and it's difficult to find them, bro. So I've got some questions for you around their histories. So,
Hang on.
who has earned the most money competing on your current roster?
Just prize money.
Just prize money.
Trey.
Yes, do you know how much?
I think it's in the 200k mark.
Oh yeah. Well,
yeah,
into the 200k mark.
Yeah, I think it's like late. Yeah, okay. I don't know the exact amount. I wouldn't even guess.
Do you know what? You get it though. That's a point, bro. So there we go. You're 1 for 1 at the minute on team trivia. So that's good. It's a good start. It's 270k. What's up, OD? Good afternoon, sir.
I can donate some money, man. Shit.
Right. Which of your teammates went an entire game of Control on Black Ops 4 without dying?
Wait, say that again, sorry? You cut a little bit.
Yeah. Which of your teammates went an entire game of Control on Black Ops 4 without dying?
Without dying?
Yes,
it's Matt. It was Matt.
It was Matt, yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. It was at Arsenal Control.
It was Arsenal Control, so you are correct.
Yeah.
That's 2 for 2. Right.
Yeah.
One of your teammates has competed in 70 tournaments since October 2015, including online and LAN, with 24 first place finishes. Do you know who?
24 from wait, so online and LAN from 2015.
Online and LAN, yeah.
See, I feel like it's a trick question, you know, because I feel like the obvious answer is Trey, but I'm thinking it has to be Trey.
It is Trey. Well done, sir. Trust your gut. That's 3 for 3.
Yeah. I was going to say Matt's case, but I'll take Trey.
Between January 21st, 2017 and September 18th, 2017, which teammate of yours played COD under Fnatic?
It was obviously Matt and Brad, wasn't it? But like, it was only it'd be Matt, wouldn't it?
No, so it's Brad.
Wait, so what was the dates again? Shit.
January 21st, 2017 and September 18th.
Oh, it was Brad. Oh shit, yeah, fucking hell. Right, okay, I'll take that one. Fuck.
Alright. Are you doing alright though? You're still doing alright? Right. Which teammate of yours was born May 30th, 1997?
May 30th, 1997. That's fucking 9. Wait, what date's it? Wait, what month's it now? That's fucking. That's Matt and Brad, innit?
Fuck, trick question. You got it as well, trick question. That's why I said which team, mate. I was hoping you'd just say one of them. Right, yeah, you've got that one. So how are we doing so far? You're 1, 2, 3. You're 4 out of 5 at the moment, bro. That's pretty impressive.
I'll take it, man. I know them better than I know myself.
Right. Which teammate of yours is ranked number 17 in the UK for earnings in esports?
17 in the UK. I reckon that could be me or Dill. Obviously it can't be me because you're teammate. I'll say Dylan.
No.
Wait, so it's 17. How much is? Wait, what's it? Like, who was it?
It's Matty.
Wait, Matty's 17. I thought it'd be like. I thought you'd be like 10ish.
Nah, 17th.
Wait. Oh shit! So there was some big events back in the day when it was like fucking some EU people like won quite a lot of money. Yeah, right, okay, fuck it.
Right. So we're 4 for 6. It's alright. It's not bad. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, I'll take it so far. There's another one.
Right. Yeah, I got one more for you. You ready?
So
fill in the blank. Okay. So blank broke onto the scene in World War II, playing with Jambo, Louis CM, and Traudy.
Yeah, Dylan.
Yes, sir. 5 out of 7. You got it.
That's
not bad at all.
I'll take it.
That's
like
pretty good, you know? That's impressive.
Yeah. What did Trey get in that?
I actually think Trey got like nearly every single one right, bro.
Yeah,
I think out of 7 he got 6 correct. He was impressive. Trey, yeah, like his trivia on himself and on the team was pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
Like my guys obviously pretty clued up on it all, so he did well.
Fair enough. I definitely beat the twin though, surely with that.
Yeah.
5 out of 7.
Yeah, man. Them two don't have Big Mac sauce on their burgers. Do you know what I mean? Like that don't. They don't have Big Mac sauce on the Big Mac. Why do you get a fucking Big Mac? Why do you get a Big Mac and you don't have Big Mac sauce? It's not a Big Mac no more. It's just a fucking Mac. What is wrong? Oh, I've lost my head. I couldn't, bro. When I heard that, I was just like,
I've had this. Well, I've teamed with them too, like since uni lad, and I've had this conversation with Brad, like why do you do it? And he's like, I don't know, it just tastes nice. I'm like, right, sweet, do your own thing, bro, do your own thing in it, but it's not a Big Mac.
No. There's no way. When I have a Big Mac, I have extra sauce. I ask for extra Big Mac sauce. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, like whenever you get like a food chain and they have their own sauce shit, like that's usually why they're good in it.
Yeah. Right. Final question for you, brother. So, I want you to build a 5-man out of current players in the game that you feel could go on and win the rest of the events this year, but you cannot include any of your teammates. However, you can include yourself if you want to.
Right, I'll just go out there and I'll exclude myself and just pick like 5 players I think it could win. I'd honestly, man, like fucking Celium has to be in there. Number 1, Celium.
Yeah.
Guy's a freak in the sticks. Absolute Iceman as well. If Celium, I'll take Slasher, Mania.
Yeah.
You know, they had a rough event there, but like, fuck it, I don't care. It's Slasher on it.
Yeah.
I'll take Slasher, Celium. Probably Shotzi. Yeah, Shotzi, Slasher, Celium. Who else? I don't feel like the rest of it. Probably a Beezy. And then one more. Fuck. I think I'm missing. I say take fucking RCs.
Okay.
Yeah, RCs is just disgusting, man. He's fucking good.
That's, to be fair, that's an impressive 5. It's interesting, like, because I ask most guests this question, so it's interesting to see like how people's like own play styles will alter their like 5. You know what I mean? And like how people's different roles alter their 5 choices. But it's interesting. That's a good 5, to be fair, bro. That's a pretty nasty 5, isn't it?
What did I say? Slasher main. You had Celium and RCs. They can choose between subbing and like they don't even matter. And you got a BZ and what was the last one again? Shotzi. Yeah, I think that's a solid team. I think it's a solid team.
That is a solid team, bro. That could be a ring-winning team. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's pretty nasty. Right. That is all the questions I have for you, brother. I'm really grateful that you've joined me today. Thanks to everyone that's decided to come listen live, and to those of you future listening on streaming platforms also. Is there anything you want to say before we close off, bro?
Not much, mate. I enjoyed being on. I enjoyed your company, mate. That's all I can say. Like, you lived up to the gas that I've been given, so.
Oh, I'm grateful. Thank you very much. That's good.
Keep doing you, mate. I enjoyed it. That time went by fast, let me tell you.
I know, bro. I know it does every time. I'm grateful, seriously. Right, no problem, man. I'll catch you guys, everyone in the stream tomorrow, 10:30 p.m. I'll be talking to Brian Saint, who's the head coach and general manager at Minnesota Rocker, and then keep an eye out for a special guest coming this Monday because we've got Parasite. So yeah, look forward to that one. Right now we're going to go and raid Seany because the goat's live and we need to go and say hello to him. Alright, so hit that raid button, guys. Come through. Come on, guys. 5 seconds. I need to press raid. Yeah, I'll cry if you don't, I promise. Lovely. That'll do. That's nice. Right. Let me end the stream, bro.